Hi folks, hope you're doing well. So, yes, in each person's life there will be things happening. There will be opportunities to choose your path and what you want to be under. God or the devil? Well, basically, the devil, yes, but the way people think the world's way. So God's way or the world's way? Well, the world's way is the devil's way, so it belongs to the devil, yes. So therefore, it really is the devil. So, yeah, people think it's the world's way. No. The world doesn't have a way. The devil has a way, and that's the world's way. Yes. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah. You know, things happen. Like, you get offended. When you get offended, you choose to react according to the way of God or the way of this world. The problem is, as I say, is when God is doing something, so many times it can seem like a curse when it starts. At the beginning of God doing whatever he's doing, it can seem like a curse because it hurts. Yeah, offence hurts. Yeah, the works of God, generally speaking, they hurt. They're not the most pleasant, certainly at the start. At the end, when you look back, you see, oh, that was beautiful. But at the start, it seems like a curse. And for most people, as soon as they come across anything like that, they react according to the world. They run, they flee. They don't welcome it because they're not taught what that is. They don't understand. Certainly people don't understand that really when it comes down to it, see, someone calls an offence, that should be celebrated. Because if someone causes you offence, it means that God is using something to identify an issue in you that needs to be dealt with, and that he's now saying is going to be dealt with. Therefore, that should be a celebration. It shouldn't be seen as a curse, but it is. And therefore, most of the wonderful opportunities that come from being offended get completely lost along the way. But it's up to the person who got offended to choose how they're going to deal with it. You're going to be tested. You're going to have things happen in your life. And as I say, with regards to Mr. Oakes, when asked, will you be my spiritual father? That's a position where he then chooses what he's going to be under. Is he going to take the pride route and feel proud that these people are looking to him as a man of God that they want to come under? Or is he going to recognise that they already have a spiritual father and it's his job to lead them to him? One way is God's way, one way is the world's way. The world's way leads you under the devil, not under God. But all the way, there are choices. There are things that can be done. Again, the pastor at the Pentecostal church, when Mrs. B came and said to him that seeing me in the church while I was waiting for the pastor caused her stress. He should have said to her, for goodness sake, you're 35, you're not 13, deal with it. If you need, this is what he should have said to her. If you need, arrange a meeting between you, myself and him, and we can get this situation sorted. That's God's way. The world's way is, oh, you poor little victim, I will make sure you don't have to go through this again. That's the way of the world. So, yes, I've been sharing examples, but I've been sharing examples because I've been sharing people choosing the way of the world, the way of the devil, rather than the ways of God. And looking at the consequences of that. Because obviously, over a year on from when I went into the church, when Mrs. B got offended, if I went into the church again on Sunday, the same thing would happen. Right? Nothing would have changed. She would still be traumatized by seeing me. Right? Should she still be traumatized by seeing me after all this time, with all these times of seeing me? If her pastors were men of God teaching the ways of God? The answer is no, she wouldn't be traumatized now. It would have been dealt with a long time ago. Exactly as it should have been. In church, the other church, the River Church, if someone goes up to the associate pastor and says, we were having a conversation and this person then said that what I said was wrong, instead of saying, oh, I'm so sorry, you shouldn't have to go through that, I'll protect you from that. This should be a safe space where you don't have to ever hear anything that could be offensive, because that's of this world. Instead of doing that, he should have said, well, excuse me, you're a woman in your 50s. Are you telling me you can't handle someone saying you're wrong? That's going to bother you so much you need to come to me and tittle tattle on that person? The church treats every single person that they're a little tiny baby. That is not God's will. That's not his ways. God's will and his ways are basically helping people to grow and develop and mature. Keeping them as tiny little babies, no. That's demonic. That's making sure that the people of God never understand who they are. Never. See, the devil doesn't really need to attack the church. He just needs to stop the church realising the truth about who they are and what is available to them. And he's done a phenomenal job there doing that. And I say this whole point about the pastors being the ones who are in control of churches, the ridiculousness of that, but why the people in the church choose that. Again, when it comes to a leader stepping down, there is another opportunity for those people in the church to choose their path. If they choose another pastor that's been trained according to the world, basically choosing someone who's basically been designed exactly like the last pastor, if they do that, then they're basically choosing a McDonald's that looks like every other McDonald's. Again, that's not the will of God, that's not his ways, that's the ways of this world. But they get to choose. And so there are constantly, as you go through your life, times when you get to choose and to re-choose and to choose and to re-choose and to choose and to re-choose. There will always be things happening where you get to correct your path. The problem is, if you're in a church of people that's a safe, comfortable church, and they want to keep it that way, you're going to be dragged back onto the wrong path all the time. Yeah, but it's still your choice, whether to stay or to run. For most people, I'd say get out of your church and get out quickly. There you go. You take care. God bless. Bye.